Alright, so I'm gonna get this thing set up real quick. Just make sure everything's up and running properly, and then I'm not gonna be lagging like crazy. Because I don't know how this goes. And I'm gonna post a link in the chats. I'm just gonna get this posted up real quick, and then we'll start playing. Yeah, so I already closed 11 a couple of times now, but I'm just trying to build up my bankroll again, because tour 12 is an absolute nightmare. But yeah. Yeah, I'm using Kingmakers, or I'm using the Rudolph ball because I bought a ton of them, or I guess they came with, what did they come with? They came with something, so I ended up with a ton of them, and I hate them because they take up so much of the target or the pullback when you pull the ball back, and the ring or circle or whatever it is. So I'm just, I'm using them to just try and get rid of them at this point. Usually in Tour 11, I just use a Titan, but, what's up, Tommy? So, yeah, we have a pretty good win to kind of play aggressive, but I'm not going to just because he already water hazard, which is no reason for me to play like that, in my opinion. So I'm just going to play safe and hopefully take an easy win. And if you guys have any questions about the shootout or whatever that I play, the stream is like maybe 10 seconds delayed, but I'll for sure be able to answer your questions about whatever adjustments I make. Some of the shootouts with certain wins I still have a hard time with, but some of them are also pretty easy now that I've played them so much, I guess. This is another reason I always play safe, because not only did he go water hazard, then the second shot he still landed in the rough. Like, he might make this, but he still is going to have to work for it. Where I just play straight up and have a really easy... Because even if we go to shootout, we would probably have gone to shootout if I had tried to play the same way he did. And I apologize that you like clicking on the screen and stuff. I'm still trying to figure out a way to keep that from happening, but when I use headphones or like earphones and stuff, there's a weird clicking sound, so I'm also trying to avoid that. I've been having a really hard time finding opponents today, probably because of the opening round and all, but it's been real slow to find them. Another thing I do to try to ensure that I get live opponents is I usually let this screen show up for 8 to 10 seconds, and then I'll back out and go back in. Because anything over like 8 to 10 seconds, you're pretty much going to get stuck playing a replay. Chances of winning the shootout are pretty low. Yeah, man, I actually, I had the iPad before I started playing Golf Clash, like, hardcore, and then I really don't use it for anything other than Golf Clash now, but, I mean, like, I use it for homework and stuff, but I don't do nearly as much homework as I do play Golf Clash. See how that works? I really don't like this hole, but because unless you have like a really good tailwind, you're kind of screwed. Well, I'll take it. Way too much left spin and curl, but it's still an easy wood to the green, I believe. This one with tailwind, I pretty much always pull the Apocalypse out and just hook it. Because even if you land in the rough with a Apocalypse tailwind hook, you're so far down the rough that you can get to the green with a Nirvana shot. .5. see how this works out. Might be coming in too fast. Yeah. Oh well. That should still be a pretty easy Nirvana chip, I think. One less backspin and that would have been or one less topspin and that would have been alright. I've been playing since I think like 2017, but or maybe it was January of 2018. But I didn't like really. No, it was definitely January of 2017, but I didn't really start playing until like February of 2018. Like, I'll wait until after. You can see like this massive gap in my. That sucks. This massive gap in my tournaments. I played like one rookie tournament, and then I never played any tournaments after that because I didn't qualify. And then I just kind of played randomly. And then I found Clash Caddy in some of the Facebook groups. Really got into it. I missed the chip because the stream cut out, and I hit great because it kind of like lagged. But minus 23, I think 23 should definitely get him through. I think minus 23 is going to be like par, or minus 24 under should be par. Yeah, so we could talk about the tournament a little bit. I think 24 under is going to be par. So 23 under will probably go through if you have a good tiebreaker from the qualifying. For Masters, at least. I shot 26 under with a par on hole 1, which was kind of frustrating. At least this way we'll get to go to a shootout. So that'll be cool. If the stream would stay alive. Okay, so I actually really like this shootout. I don't like this wind for this shootout, but I've hole-in-one this shootout a lot. I usually, I like tailwind, or headwind for this shootout, but, I think I'm going to use, like, 1 backspin and 2 right spin at 10%, and then min club. If you use top spin, you'll go up behind the pin. So that'll actually be pretty hard to beat. That was a good shot. 6-1. Yeah. Go 1.5, and I'm actually not going to use any spin at all, or any front or back spin. Just hope that tailwind kind of pushes it a little bit. And do my 6-1. Perfect ball. Oh my god. That was a really bad adjustment. 6-1. I don't know what I did there. That sucks. Stream cutting out is driving me crazy. 270, perfect. Dude, I use Epoch 6 when I go to Tour 12. Thor's Hammer is my best friend in Tour 11 because of the shootouts alone. I really don't see any need to be taking Apocalypse 6 on any of the like playoff holes. You just don't need it. The drives don't require the Apocalypse, in my opinion. But so the second shot, I'm going for a rough bump. Hopefully we have a good enough wind for that. He's going to have a really hard time with that and wasted a putting ball. But I know what he was trying to do. Yeah, have a good enough wind. Let's see, we're pretty much at Min Club. Go like... There. It is 2.9, so I'm going to go 3 rings because I'm just over minimum. And we'll see how it goes. Okay, perfect. I don't think it's coming in fast enough. Yeah. Man, it's close. So maybe 2.9 would have been better because it wouldn't have landed so far back on the rough and could have bounced out a little bit better, a little bit further up. I just didn't think I was quite at minimum there. Still with headwind on the drive, that's how I'm going to play that every single time. Wow. It's really unfortunate. I'd be playing a lot more Tour 12. I just can't keep my bankroll up there. I haven't figured the shootouts out. Like, I have the notes for the shootouts. I have really good notes for the shootouts. I can't execute the shots very well. Wow. That was a nice shot. That was a really nice shot. Alright, so this one, I'm playing it at 15% with the Cataclysm. I'm going to use like 3 to 4 right spin and then probably like max backspin. I don't use the slope because I don't think that there's any chance that you can make a hole-in-one with the slope. I've never seen the ball roll up on the slope and have enough speed to come back down. Unless there was a headwind and you have Thor's Hammer. But not with this wind. He's gonna get stuck, yeah. The problem that I've had here is if you use max right spin, you end up going way before the pin. So let me just go like... I'm gonna go 4 and 4. See how it looks. Put it like right there. So I really screwed it away. Like, really bad. Tour 11's not going my way right now. I went 4 and 4, 4 backspin, 4 right spin. And I think I over-adjusted because I clipped the, like, edge of the fairway. So maybe I need to be playing that at 10%, not 15%, with tailwind. What's up, Thunderbird? Yeah, you're definitely ready for Tour 11 with Thor's Hammer 5 and Cat 5. You can definitely handle it. And you've got more bankroll than I do right now. Anything under or over 100 mil, I would have no problem playing Tour 11. I think you're definitely good to go on that. Yeah, this is gonna suck. Well, at least it stayed on fairway. Yeah, man, Tour 10 was actually a lot harder for me than Tour 11 has been. It took me like 3 months to finish up Tour 10 because of the Oasis courses. Really, I hated them. So every time I got to them, it kind of got to the point where I just started forfeiting the Oasis courses. I hated them so much. So I got to Tour 11 and closed it out in 2 weeks. I think it was 2 weeks that I closed it out. But that's why my bankroll is so low, because I really haven't been in Tour 11 that long. And then, of course, I had like 400 mil and decided it'd be a good idea to try Tour 12 and started losing a bunch of coin. Max. I'm going to try and roll out to the rough here. Probably a bad idea, or roll out to the fairway. Just rough bump it over there. Sorry about the stream cutting out so much. Yeah, man, no problem. I'll be streaming it every once in a while. I don't really have like a schedule or anything. I just figured I'd stream today because I'm trying to get some grinding in for the clan. I really can't play 12 right now. It's not going in. It'll be close. If I hit perfect. Yeah, Jasmine's one of my really good buddies. Alright, let's see what shootout we get here. And I'm kind of okay with not playing so well, so we go to shootout, but I would like to at least win the shootouts. Alright, so this shootout, I've started getting better at, but I still, of course, mess it up. So kind of when we have headwind. Nice. So I play it at 15% with the Thor's hammer at minimum distance, so that's going to be 4.9 rings. So play it right here. The red ring touching the rough there. And then 6 backspin. And then probably 2 right spin. And then I'm going to go 4.9 rings. And you never want to use curl on this hole. Of course, I clipped the rough. Man. If I did perfect, it wouldn't have clipped the rough there, and it would have rolled right up towards the pin. But that's how I play that one, is the red ring touching the rough, 6 backspin, or depending on the tailwind, but yeah, 6 backspin, or the headwind, sorry. 6 backspin, and then 1 to 2 side spin, and I never curl it on this hole, because curling makes the ball do weird stuff when it hits that green. Which perfect ball or great ball on the right side wouldn't have been nearly as drastic there, but since I hit great to the left, it stuck the rough. I usually wouldn't rematch somebody after I lost twice, but having a hard time finding matches right now, so. Alright, let's go win it all back. Part of me wants to try to go over, but I'm not going to. I'm having a really hard time hitting perfect today. Thunderbird, as far as the 4,400 trophies, it's supposed to come up after you reach that many trophies, and I've had over that many trophies for a couple of weeks now, and I haven't seen it yet, but I have been seeing Tour 7 epics, so I don't know. I've been waiting for it, been trying to patiently wait for it, but I haven't seen it yet. I've seen Cataclysm and a few other cards. It's not going to go well. Yeah, actually, I haven't seen Thor's hammer in the shop yet either. I think I saw it while I was like halfway through Tor 11 and bought some cards for it, but I don't know, I'm like 70 cards away from Apocalypse 7. It's driving me crazy. We would get Headwind again. I think Thor's Hammer, Cataclysm, and Apocalypse are the only clubs that I would spend, like that I would buy all 20 cards for. Otherwise, I just buy 5. They'll level up eventually. Alright, so we're off to another shootout. Let's see if I can actually play it the right way and hit perfect. Played the last one the right way, I just couldn't hit perfect. Alright, again, it's a shootout that I like. So we're going to go 8.4 minimum is 4.1 rings. So aim straight up. Go 2 left spin. I'm going to go 1.5 and then half a bar back spin. And then 4.1 rings. Still can't hit perfect. So hopefully it doesn't screw me over entirely. I'm just going to come up to the left. Yeah. Perfect ball. I think that would have been a hole-in-one. I think that... I just can't catch perfect right now. But still, 3 yards will be kind of hard to beat. I think I had 3.52. $100,000 gems, bro. That's pretty intense. It's a good stockpile. That's why I used Thor's Hammer, Kyle. I think you said your name was Kyle, right? Yeah, see, 3 yards is hard to beat on this hole. But yeah, that's why I take Thor's Hammer and not Apocalypse. Like, I have Apocalypse 6, but Thor's Hammer just has so much more control as far as the backspin and topspin. So that's why I take it. Here we go. We finally got a win. So after, I think, 4 losses, maybe 5. I'm going to make some money. But yeah, pretty much any shootout with headwind I think you have to use... You don't have to, but any shootout with headwind, I use my driver. Except maybe that last one. With that last one, I still use the Apocalypse. I just changed my landing zone. And there's just really, there's really no need for having 98 curl. I would rather have the ball guide and the top spin for the drives. And anything that, people are always going to be like, well, Apocalypse has more power. I make up that extra couple of yards by using the Cataclysm. So it's really not that much of a problem. All right, Tommy, I'll catch you later, bro. Good luck on your weekend round. Can't catch an opponent. Yeah, so that was the first game that we played. My opponent smashed it, max overpower, hook, curl, whatever, and he went straight into the water, and I played safe. And then his second shot, he did the same thing and went to the rough, and I missed the eagle chip with the Goliath, and then I putted it in, and he missed the Nirvana chip. So I mean, I'm gonna play it safe. Like all day, every day, just because there's no reason not to, in my opinion. If they get lucky and make their crazy shot, then good for them, but I don't see any point in doing it. The likelihood of them getting lucky and beating me while they're playing crazy and I'm playing safe is very low, so I'm just going to play safe. Wow. It's a really good expert round. I just realized this is Untouchables. So yeah, somebody earlier asked me how long I've been playing. So my first tournament ever was the Winter Games, I think 2 years ago, and I didn't qualify, and then I didn't play another tournament until like the Fall Major a year and a half later. Yeah, Kyle, that's the way to go, man. Just study the shootouts, and if you know how to play the shootouts, you'll do very well. And that's mainly, in my opinion, because the games are going to go to shootout most of the time. So if you know the shootouts, you'll be fine. If you just play safe and go to shootout every time. What is this for? I think I just over-adjusted a little bit. Maybe it'll be okay. Hey, I hit perfect. Look at that. Way too hot. Yeah, I will. I'll never go back to Tour 10. If I lose all my bankroll and get so low that I would need to go back to Tour 10, I think I'm just gonna go back to Tour 9 and just grind Tour 9 like crazy until I get my bankroll back up. I can't do Tour 10 anymore. Or I might just start buying the coin packages. I don't know. I would do anything to not have to play Tour 10. Yeah, so the last one I was supposed to adjust for minimum distance on Goliath should have been 4 rings, and I think I went 4.1, and I hit perfect, and it still came into the right. So that push from the wind, 4.4 would have been too much. So maybe with tailwind, play that at 5%, because 4.2 would have been perfect. I actually really like Tour 11. I wish that the Ghostly Glaze were still here. Jason, yeah. That's how it always goes. You get the perfect adjustment, and you just barely hit great. Or your adjustment's like 0.1 ring off, and you hit perfect. So it lips the cup. Every time. Alright, let's see what shootout we got this time. Alright, I can deal with this shootout. So this one I play at 15% with the Cataclysm. And it's a tailwind, so that works as well too. And it's 3.25-ish backspin with max Titan right spin. So since I'm using a Kingmaker, I'm going to back the right spin off by like 2. And since the wind is pushing towards the pin, I'm not going to curl it at all. If the wind was pushing away from the pin, I would curl it. Because with him curling it, he's probably going to go to the right of the pin. But we'll see how it works out for him. He landed way too far to the right. But it worked out for him. He doesn't have the same landing spot as I do, I guess. So I use right here, pretty much the yellow ring touching the rough. Go max right, back it off 2, and then it's pretty much a straight tailwind. I'm going to go ahead and go 3.5 backspin. And then I'm going to go right there. And just go 8.5 at max is 5.8. It's 5.8. I'm not going to curl it because the wind is already pushing it that way. And I came in a little bit too hot. So there was still too much right spin there. It's good to know. I don't usually get that wind, but still within 5 yards is not bad on that hole. Or being at 5 yards is not bad. There's the one Park Paris one that we haven't played yet. Is the hardest one for me. So maybe we'll get it. It's got the bunker that pretty much goes all the way around the green, and then there's a bunker on the back side of the green, and then there's 2 little fairway spots. But it's the hardest one for me. I like it the most in headwind because I sand bump it with Thor's hammer, but the Cataclysm shot has been pretty hard for me. I'm really not playing the shootouts very well. And I know them, that's the problem. That's what gets frustrating, is like I know how to play the shootouts, and I'm not playing them well. But it's okay. Just getting my grind on. 4.6. Yeah, Jason. I know how to play this, but I'm not executing it. But it's cool. As long as I don't drop below 100 mil, I'm fine. I'd like to get back up above like 600 so I can go back into Tour 12, but I have like 50 packs of these fucking Rudolph balls. I hate them so much, but I'm trying to burn them, so I'm using them to grind with. I mean, the good thing about streaming, too, is that as I play, I can always go back and watch how I played to look at my mistakes. Wow, it really sucks. Hopefully, I don't do the same thing. Let's see, 8.2. I can work with the tailwind. This is another reason I like the Cataclysm and not the Sniper, because I don't have to adjust so many rings. I should have put more topspin on that. Now this is going to be Max Thorn or Mid Goliath, I think. Or Minimum Goliath, sorry. Yeah, Jason, that's why I hate the ball, because I have such a hard time lining it up. That's why I'm using it to grind. Like, I hate it, so might as well burn them away. I'll burn them until I only have one left. I'm using an app called Omlet, like an egg omelet arcade. Omlet Arcade. You go into it, and before you set up your stream, you type in the title for the stream, and you can set up like a pause image and like the image for what you want the stream to show up as and everything, and what you want the description to say, and then you just start recording, and it works pretty well. Like I said, sometimes it does cut out, and you guys have experienced that already. Where's minimum? Min, max. So mid's like right there. So just over mid. One just over mid, so I'm going to play it at 5 rings because of the headwind. Of course, I catch a great ball. I tried a whole bunch of different apps, though. I tried Streamlabs, which a lot of people use. It works really well. I use it on my phone, and it worked perfectly, but for whatever reason, it doesn't like the iPad. DU Recorder. That one worked well for a little bit, but it cut out more than this app does. I just like the setup of Omlet Arcade, because I just open up the app, set up what I want the title to say and the description, and then I just start recording, and it automatically does, it just pushes everything straight to YouTube. And then, since I use my iPad, I just go on my phone, and I grab the link, and post it wherever. I usually just post it to the clan's Facebook chat, to let them know that I'm going to stream for a little bit while I'm grinding, and if they want to watch it, they can, because there's some of them that are starting Tour 11 now that may want to watch. Oh, maybe I can redeem myself now on this hole. What do we got? Headwind. Alright, so I'm going to use Thor's Hammer on that front right fairway with a ton of backspin and maybe some right spin. Because I really don't like using islands where I have to adjust down into the water, because I think it affects the adjustment too much. But we'll see how his goes. And I'm not going to curl it at all, because it hasn't worked well for me. Alright, bro. I'll be here. I think he's going to land like 3 yards away. Yeah, that was close. On my guesstimation. Alright, so I'm going to play this at 10%. Minimum club. So since I'm adjusting into the wind, I'm going to use mid numbers. So I'm going to use 4 rings. Max backspin. Like 1 right spin. And then just play 4-0. And see how she comes in. Of course, I hit great. It's probably going to clip the fringe and just sit there. Yeah. Me. I should have used left spin. Or if I hit perfect, it might have gone better. It's okay. I got down to 700 trophies the day before yesterday and got it all back like an hour later. What's going on in the clan? Yeah, he's playing the same way that I was going to play. Except that I'm using a crap ball that I can't see. So I found out the hard way not to use more than 2 right spin on this one. Fun fact. 8-6. It's not going to go well. Over there. 6, 7. Probably not good. It's going right towards the sand. That was a bad drive. Now I'm just playing bad. Let's see if the Nirvana can reach from the awful position that I have. I'll definitely reach over there, but I don't... Oh, with a tailwind, I'm fine. Maybe not straight for it, but yeah, I'm gonna go minus 5% with 11.5 at max is 6.5. So 6.5. And try to go perfect with needle skipping. At least I hit great left, which is into the wind. I can live with that. So, let's see if I can pull myself together here. I keep getting shootouts that I don't like. That doesn't help. I mean, I guess I got the one that I do like, but I'm not getting the ones that I really do well at. They're the ones that I like and have done well at. Let's see what we get here. Give us something good. Ah, I hate this shootout. Out of all the shootouts, this is probably my most hated one. So 7.6 at 15%, and then like mid club, so 4.5. I'm gonna play 3 right spin, 4 back spin, right here. 4.5. I'm going to use about a ball of curl. Way too much backspin. I think I have 7. So I had 7.9. So maybe. I guess with 8 headwind, I need to use 2 backspin, because I think that would have worked a lot better there. Good to know. Alright, I'm going to play 1 or 2 more, and then I'm going to take a break, because I've lost quite a bit. I may stream later, I may not, I don't know. If we can grab an opponent, it's been the struggle of the day. There we go. It's probably going to be our replay, but it's all good. Alright, so this one, it's headwind. Okay, so let's go here. I rough bump onto the fairway here, so since it's headwind, I kind of put it like, I want to be able to adjust into it, so I want the ball guide as close to the fairway as possible, but still in the rough. Go 4-5. so I'm going to have to overpower just a little bit. Hitting great is not good. I'm probably going to go right into the sand off of that. Oh, okay. Perfect would have been way better, but I'll take that. I will 100% take that. We just had a guy on his alternate account make 18 under on his front nine in rookie. It's absolutely crazy. He albied 5 and 9. Whew. Dude's doing it. Alright, so let's see. So I'm just gonna play it up here as far as I can. Let's see. Fairway is so bumpy. Alright, let's see. Do I go for... So we're at pretty much min club, just over min club. I'm going for it. I'm going to offset like... Jeez, that sucks. I go here. And then 11.5 at min is 3.3. We're just over that, so maybe 3.4 is better. If I don't get rushed. I actually hit perfect. Ah, not enough offset. Man, that was close. It was the slope pulling the target over that kind of screwed me up there. I couldn't tell how far off of the, like how many squares away from the pin I was. I usually go 1 square per 8 miles an hour of wind. But that was hard to tell. It was real close. How was it that time I couldn't hit great left? It's ridiculous. He's going to make it too, isn't he? Oh, okay. All right. More shootouts. See what we get this time. See if I can actually execute. As long as I don't drop below 4,400 trophies, I really don't care. I just prefer to be winning so I can get some points for the clan. Alright, like this shootout, so we'll get at it again. 11, 6. That didn't go well at all. Well, had a really weird bounce there. For saying that I know these shootouts really well, and then to play like this kind of sucks, you know. So this sniper way of playing this, I've seen people play it like this a lot, and they've done really well, but I never learned it, and I don't like taking the sniper into T11 with me. It's just not, I don't know. Cataclysm 6 is a better club, in my opinion. You don't have to adjust as many rings, which matters a lot to me. And I mean, you just don't have the ball guide, really. But I think Cataclysm 7 has a pretty decent ball guide on it. Yeah, he'll definitely be closer than 7 yards. That was a good shot on his part. All right. I got a couple more games in me before I gotta take a break. As I lose all of my bankroll.